What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, a few days ago, a story hit, and it's a sad story, as most of my stories do are sad, but this one kind of hit home a little bit because I can relate to this. A lot of times in life, we get satisfaction out of doing good for others and not expecting anything in return. There are a lot of people that volunteer their time, money, and resources to help others that are in need and less fortunate than them. These people are saints in my book, and they should be held in the highest praise because being a good person doesn't cost anything, but people very rarely cash in. I'm losing my voice. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, listen. This story right here is about this young lady right here. Her name is Marisol Barrios. She's from Chicago. She tragically lost her life at the hands of this man. This man right here is Melvin Wells, right? Or Marvin Wells. He's 59 years old. She's 53 years old. What brings these two people together is she's a volunteer at a local shelter, and she hands out food and supplies to the homeless. He's homeless, and she helped him multiple times, and he killed her. He killed her. And this story hits home for me because I at one time was homeless, and people had helped me, whether it was giving me some type of information or it was standing in food lines getting free food when I was on my journey to get myself back in order. I was thankful for everything I got where people didn't have to give, but they did. What this monster did to this woman is beyond words. And it affected more than one person. It affected her friends, family, and the neighborhood itself. Sometimes kindness has a cost. And Miss Barrios paid the ultimate price. Check it out.
I'm not there yet. I'm caught somewhere between hurt and rage.
A woman who dedicated her life to helping her community has lost her life to violence on the West Side. Thank you for joining us on this Labor Day. I'm Scott Schneider.
And I'm Natalie Bumke in for Dawn. We start with the murder of a church pantry volunteer found brutally beaten to death. Tia Ewing is live.
Well, you heard from her friend who was absolutely heartbroken. She told me that Marisol Barrios was a giver. She didn't have a lot of money, but she used what she had to help others. And her friend telling me she even helped the man that is now charged with her murder.
I'm like, is this what we get when you try so hard to help somebody? Then you have to worry about your personal safety.
Hours ago, Leatisha Bailey found out her friend Marisol Barrios was murdered in her home in the 4200 block of West Adams Street. This video shows Bailey and Barrios packing up food for the less fortunate.
You know, she didn't have a lot. She would connect with ministries that would go all around the world and help people.
The 53-year-old was also a pastor that migrated to Chicago, a native of Honduras. Her life's mission was filled with missions to different countries giving back. Bailey says she even helped the man that is now charged with her murder.
When I saw his face, my heart was broken because this was somebody she fed. This was somebody she gave, you know, small amounts of money to help.
Saturday, Chicago police say is when 59-year-old Marvin Wells forced his way into Barrios' apartment, fatally injuring and killing her.
They broke in her house. They took the car, they took her purse, they murdered her, they just beat her with a hammer.
Wells also allegedly stole the car Barrios was in possession of, which belonged to her sister. He crashed it 4 miles away from the crime scene, and that's when Chicago police took him into custody.
That she left here in a defensive position. Like, you know, she saw it coming and she was afraid. How do you do that? How do you do that to somebody who gave so much?
All right, guys, that's the sad news of what happened to Miss Marisol Barrios. And I said this before, and we all know, there are some, in fact, more than some, a lot of wolves out here in sheep's clothing. This man, or this savage rather, did a number on this woman. And for what? Taking her purse or a wallet, stealing her sister's car, only for his dumb ass to crash it 4 miles down the street and get arrested. You know, there's a slogan, what is this world coming to? I think they've been saying that since the beginning of time, because there's a lot of dumbasses out here. This woman fed you, volunteered her time, fed you out of the kindness of her heart, gave you money sometime, which they're told not to do. A lot of you guys know you're not supposed to give people money in the street because it makes you a target. And thus was the case for this lady. And they said this happened in the west side of Chicago. And shout out to Chicago. I got a lot of viewers out there. I forgot to mention y'all. Big up yourselves. You know what I'm saying? This stuff right here is sickening. It is. And what bothers me the most is you look in somebody's face and say thank you when they help you, when the whole time you meant fuck you. And you showed it later on. You forced yourself in his house. Took the sister's car. So I don't know if he knew the sister lived there or not. But I'm telling you, this is a homeless man. They can be anywhere at any time. Honestly, I think by happenstance, he was coming down the street, seen her, saw where she lived, seen the lights probably was off, looked for the opportunity, probably stalked her, and then bust in there and attacked her. They said this woman cannot even have she has to have a closed casket because he messed her head up so bad with the hammer. You took a construction tool and did a number on a woman that meant you all the good in the world. And not just you, other people. She was loved in the streets. I guarantee you, people that show kindness out of their hearts, a lot of times people look out for them. But as the happenstance had it with this, she didn't even see it coming. You attacked a woman, bro. You attacked her on some bum rush type shit. That's corny. That ain't manly. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I keep saying you can't fix a broken man. Here this man, 59 years old, was out in the street. Now everybody have things that get them there. But just because you there don't mean you got to stay there. I went through it purposely. You know what I'm saying? My living arrangements didn't come out the way they was. I swallowed my pride. I went through it. But the thing is, I went through it. I didn't stay in it. And there's a lot of people out here like that. I've seen people, and it's hurt my heart. When I was homeless, I seen people that were able-bodied and regular guys like me that came to another city for, hope and a chance to do something and get away from where they are and start over. They got strung out on drugs. They started hooking up with girls, not doing what they were supposed to do, going to the programs and things like that. All of a sudden I look, some of them are still out there. They don't recognize me, but I recognize them. It's the craziest thing. They're talking to themselves, twisting their fucking hair, doing all kind of crazy stuff. Just because you down don't mean you can't get up. When I was at the Alicia Watts funeral the other day, one of the things that's compelled me to stand up, guys, and I didn't mention this in the other video, and I want you to hear me on this. The young lady that was sitting next to me, when some of the victims of domestic violence were up there talking about what people did to them, she cried and was shaking. It moved me so much that I felt as though I had to go up there and say something, because she was so much into the experience of what happened to her, living through other people. I went up there and I told her when I got done making my speech, I said I was speaking to you, through you. And that's fact. We need to start calling out the stuff that needs to be called out, and we need to show compassion towards one another. So stuff like this don't happen. This guy had no reason to attack that woman whatsoever. And if he needed something, he could have asked. You took a car that wasn't even hers, crashed it. That's problems for the sister. Not only do she have to find another car or method of transportation to get her to and from work and her daily activities, she also got to bury her sister, closed fucking casket, because you fucking felt as though it was your right to take somebody's goddamn life over nothing. Nothing. Stuff like this sickens me to my core because I care. I said it before. A lot of people talk about the dynamic. I don't need no man. I don't need this. Male and females are supposed to go through life as pairs. If you believe in the Bible and Adam and Eve, they both had jobs to do, and both of them was equally important to making everything whole. Equality is the end of the equation. When you add 2 + 2, besides the number, you know what I'm talking about. But seriously, guys, this is dumb. He had no reason to do that whatsoever. You know, maybe she told him no one time. That's another thing. A lot of people that are in crazy conditions are because bad choices they make, or maybe they didn't listen. This could be anybody. A lot of times you see men like this when they old. These are the people that thought they was cool back in the day. Felt as though they was hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, a long time ago, they used to say a saying, a hard head make a soft ass. Also, this is true. A hard head make hard times. And I think that's what he was going through. Once you get set in your ways as a grown man, and you get this stupid ideology of everybody owes you shit, you'll walk in circles the rest of your fucking life. And you'll never get right. Same with you, ladies. Y'all not exempt. Being hard-headed only gets you one place. You know what I'm saying? Hard times. Nobody gonna feel sorry for you when you had the same shot as everybody else. It's like life is a test. We all can study for it. We come in contact with positive people and positive things, and we know the right things to do, but we get sidetracked and want to do what we want to do. And this is the result. So y'all pay attention, because just one move in your life can have you sitting in your house or standing outside with a sign saying, please fucking help. And nobody gonna feel sorry for you when you burn bridges or you skip steps because you want things fast. We need to slow down and enjoy the moment of life and let other people enjoy their moment instead of trying to jump in their lane and take what's theirs and cut their life short. This bastard, I hope he go to hell and burn there. It's messed up. That woman showed you nothing but love and showed other people nothing but love. You don't know what could have happened tomorrow. If she was still alive, she could have said something encouraging that could have changed somebody's life like that and got them off the street. But no, you wanted to be a douchebag and take her out of here. Just because she didn't mean nothing to you didn't mean nothing to a whole bunch of other people. You guys be careful out there. You know, I sound rough when I talk. You know, like I sound like I'm coming from hate when I'm like, yo, some people need to be taken out and done because these are not human beings. And the inhumanities they put on other people need to be pressed right on them. The punishment should fit the crime. It should. I'm like medicine that tastes bad. It go down, but in a couple of hours, you'll be all right and you'll start feeling better if you just ingest what I say and let it marinate a little bit. You don't have to like me. Just learn something from what I'm saying. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. R.I.P. Marisol Barrios. Her family has my deepest condolences. Take care.